Speaking of which, where's she going on her honeymoon?
Where are you
We are going to Yellowstone and Grand Teton.
Oh, yeah. I like to
we
go
have been
west.
looking at that place for vacations.
Yeah, we're not really
That's
beach.
nice.
We're not beach people. You know, we've always kind of said you go to the beach and you look all the way this way and all the way this way, and it's the same.
Right.
You know, so we're not really that.
So are you going to do
So
the
we're
mountain
gonna do-
bikes while you're up there? Are you going to do
We
the Grand
we have
Tetons
a whitewater rafting trip planned,
cool.
and we
Wow.
have horseback riding trip planned, and then we are going to do, of course, you know, the geyser tours and stuff like that. So
Right.
we've got several different things that we're going to do.
I have a question. I'm always interested to find out. You're from Barstown, he's from the Berg. How did the two of you meet?
Well, we actually, I knew his little sister Katie we played
Yes.
ball together. Well, against each other. We didn't like each other when we were younger.
Oh, you like each other now?
Yeah, yeah. But actually, Facebook. We started talking on Facebook, and that's kind of the rest is history.
Internet
there.
romance.
So, I know.
Yeah.
And,
It's huge.
and before, I used to be like, oh, I'm not going to tell anybody that, you know. But now it's like, you know, how, like he said, he was expecting the woman of his dreams to walk up on the farm and find him, and that's not going to happen,
Not
you
anymore.
know. So
Yeah.
you've got to, you know, there's.
You have to go, you know, technology has brought people together in more ways than one, and it's meshed us as a society. And they say that, you know, we really do live in a small world after
Yes,
all,
we
and it's
do.
even smaller with the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
But they even have that website for people that are farmers or are interested in farms.
FarmersOnly.com.
Yeah,
I'm saying that. The little plug. FarmersOnly.com.
Farmers only.
McCain was
Yeah.
singing that.
And so, you know, if you think about it, yeah, because he spends most of his day on the farm. And I mean,
He's wore out. He doesn't want to go out and date a woman. I mean, like,
Well, and
who has time to go out and find one?
Well, and the same with me. I was so busy. You know, I was working at the library, and I do. I'm the chair for the Heart Association, so I had all that going on, and you know, I was planning this mission trip to Belize. So really, I just didn't have a lot of time to be going out and looking for a man.
And
you
how
know,
was the mission
so-
trip?
Oh gosh, it was humbling, heartbreaking, terrifying. All of those things in one.
We went on a cruise in 2009, and one of the places we went to was Belize. And I think that the tour, the land tour that we took, was one that showed us that side of it. You know,
It was-
because I had
it
a lot
was
of people
very-
that said how much they liked Belize. They went there for honeymoons or vacations or something. And I thought, okay, we saw the other side.
Yeah, I have not seen anything.
And
about
it was very.
It was heartbreaking.
It
I
is
mean,
heartbreaking.
it truly, to think that people actually live like that on
Yeah.
a daily basis across the world. You know, it's not just there, and it's really in
It's
our
in our back
backyards.
door.
Yeah, and so, but
I'm
to
finishing
see
up
it
a
for
college,
ourselves.
Yeah, I'm finishing up a college class right now, and I had to write a 2-page report on the children of Appalachia.
Oh.
And so it's truly in our back door, and we have the children of Appalachia here in Nelson County. So for anyone who does the mission work, you know, before a marriage, and
We did it
and
together too. The two of us went together.
It
And so
has
that
to
was very.
strengthen.
It was very. You know, I thought usually he's the one that's usually like, oh my god, you know. And when we got there, it was me that was like, oh my gosh, and he was keeping me grounded. You know, so we learned a lot about each other, and we. I got really, really sick while we were there too,
Did
though.
you really?
Oh,
We went on a Friday, and by Tuesday, I was so deathly ill that I thought, oh, I'm never going to make it out of here.
did you have a stomach virus or something?
I don't know, I guess. And the guy that led the group, he said, you don't want to go to the hospital here. He said, because whatever you have, you will come out with more or worse.
Oh,
And,
wow.
you know, so he said, tough it out.
So how long were you sick?
Our trip was from a Friday to a Friday, and we had actually scheduled the first up until Wednesday to be on the mission, and then from Wednesday to Friday we were going to the islands to just kind of vacation and relax. So I got sick Tuesday, and I was sick Wednesday, Thursday, just deathly sick. I even called my mom to get me a flight home. I was like, I don't care what it costs, just get me home. And then I thought, I can't even get on a plane right now, you know? So,
Yeah.
so we toughed it out. And then by Friday, I felt good enough to get up and get on the plane and come
be
home.
some-
And we
yeah.
actually, when we went to the airport on Friday to leave, they said that our passports had been deactivated. And we were just like, no.
Nightmare.
you know?
what more
And-
could happen, right?
Well, and that's just part of it. And because the guy that led the missionary voluntarily told us that he had been a human trafficker with his dad just 20 years ago in Belize, you know. And so here we're thinking, oh my gosh, he's decided he's going to keep us, and he's deactivate our passports. So it was a very interesting trip, to say the least. But
Well,
it
we're
was
glad you made it
humbling. We
back
got to
in
really help a lot of people.
I was gonna say it's probably some reward to that.
It was.
Yeah, rewarding.
There was a pastor there that his house was literally just falling apart, and we got to go and help do a lot of construction on it and paint and those kind of things. And we went to a Spanish village and just did a lot of outreach to the younger generation there, which they were really receptive of us, because we thought when we went in we didn't know how they were going to be.
Yeah.
But they were very receptive and Chad knows a little bit of Spanish, so he could talk to these little girls, and he would tell them, you're beautiful and you're so, and they would just light up, because they're just not used to seeing or talking to people that could speak their language and could tell them, because we're all sitting here talking to them and they're like looking at us like we're crazy, so he's kind of translating to them. So, and we took a lot of supplies. We visited a prison as well where young girls were, 14, 15-year-olds, and they were in prison for 15, 20 more years, so.
I heard there was a lot of gang violence and a lot of drug interaction. So with the youth there?
Some of those girls that were there for unimaginable things, and they voluntarily would tell you those. But then there were some that were there for things that here in America would be a slap on the wrist. It's kind of like they just kind of
Clump them all together.
they
Give them the same sentence.
and they just throw them all in there and they forget about them. And they really truly do. Their family doesn't come and see them, and
Wow.
so it's really heartbreaking. And we took a basketball with us because they have a little basketball go there, and we played basketball with them. And I actually broke my finger while we were there, so that was like,
Bless your heart.
yeah. So
Get in there, dig in there,
Broke
and
my
helping people no
finger,
matter
got
what.
sick.
Well, we're going to wrap up this session, and it's been great talking to you about your wedding planning. Kathy, tell everyone how they can get a hold of you if they want your assistance in planning a wedding or flowers or whatever.
Okay, well, we do have a website, and that is www.trueweddingdreams.com. My phone number is 859-481-1863. The name of our business is actually A Touch of Southern Elegance.
Ooh,
And so they can do that. My partner is Tammy Mattingly from Lebanon, and we're both on Facebook. You can contact us on Facebook. Catherine Carrico, I think is how mine is, and then Tammy Mattingly. And and I wanted to point this out too. It's not just weddings. We will do baby showers, bridal showers, any type of an event whatsoever. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be a lot of flowers. It can be, any type of an event. We will do that. So check out our website. We do have a gallery on there. Look at some pictures and see some of the things that we have done. Give us a call. We'd love to try to work with you.